Hello, friends. Welcome to Enter the Scottyverse interviews. I'm really excited today because this is actually the first time I have interviewed a complete stranger. I found Carlos Ramos on Instagram. Thank you, TikTok Boots, for dropping a hilarious video. I hit my man up. I said, bro, you're funny. I saw that he's a wellness coach, and I said, I want to talk to you. And he said, hell, you got to start somewhere. So, Carlos, thank you. Welcome to the show.
No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
So, first thing, I see you're out of Houston. Are you out of Houston proper or not Houston proper?
No. So I'm originally born in Miami, Florida. I'm a Miami boy.
Okay.
I just recently moved to Houston in 2017.
Okay. Yeah, I got a boy up in Conroe, so I've been through Houston many times. And beautiful
Well,
city.
that's where my unit's at. My unit's in Conroe.
There you go. Okay, so you're up there with the bougie people.
Yeah.
yeah. They're fancy up there. So
real fancy up there.
My boy's 34, still living with his parents because they're that well off. So
I mean, hey, if it works, right?
Yeah, he doesn't hustle like we do. But cool, man. So Miami, I've driven through Miami. That's about all I know about it. What made you want to get out of Miami and join the Army and end up where you're at?
So I was a cop. I became a cop at 21 years old. I did that for about 5 years. They laid off a bunch of us at one time. And then was like part-time Best Buy here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And the wife had some family up here in Houston. So she kept bugging me throughout our whole time we've been together. We should move to Houston. So around 2017, I realized we had no house. We had nothing really tying us down in Miami. So I said, why not? Let's give it a chance. Let's just go to Houston. We moved up here. And in 2018, I got bored one day driving home from work. And I was like, oh, let me go talk to an Army recruiter to see, just get some information. I'm just gonna go in and get some information. I'm not gonna sign up or nothing. And then lo and behold, like a month and a half later, here I was already signing my contract for the Army Reserves.
That's wild, man. Just bored. I'm bored, so I'm gonna stop at an Army.
I was just bored. I was just like, let me just get some information about the Army Reserve, because I already had, like, in my past, like in my whole life, I talked to like Marines, I talked to the Navy. But none of it, I just didn't like it. It didn't fit. So I said, let me go try the Army. Who knows? And sure enough, I hit it off, I guess, real well with my recruiter, and here I am.
There you go, man. You should have come to the Air Force, though, because the Army's got, like, C.T. Fletcher gyms. Just dirty, people screaming at each other.
Thanks.
The Air Force, man, I got people giving me new towels every time I get off the bench. I don't have to clean anything.
There was an Air Force base in Homestead where I was born and raised at. And their gym was like immaculate. Like, I mean, top of the notch machines. I mean, it was just, I was like, oh, this is really nice there.
Well, it's because we never use it. We don't know how to get to the gym. It's if you do make it, you don't make it in past the smoothie bar, and then you're just back on your way. So, but cool, man. All right. So 2018, you're bored. You're in Houston. You join the Army Reserve, and man, thanks for joining, first of all. That's always nice to have another veteran around. We came really kind of to talk about your wellness coach. So you are a wellness coach, which is kind of like a personal trainer. But I mean, I do very seldom research what I'm going to be talking to people about. So you say a wellness coach, and I'm like, man, this guy's going to tell me what to eat, when to eat, how to eat it, how much to eat, how to cook it. Is it that in depth, or is it like, hey, bro, do more squats?
So it can be. It could be either one. Wellness coach is basically like a broke personal trainer, right? So you can help people get in shape. You can help people get in shape, but you don't have a certificate to say I'm certified in what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I've been able to take my body a certain way or help other people do this. Simple steps. You can do it by. I'm no nutritionist. I'm no certified trainer, but this is what can help you. I mean, it's always like a disclaimer. I don't have some people pay $300 for a personal trainer because they have that certificate that says that they pay $300 to get the certificate. That's really all person is. At some point, is you're paying for a class to get the certificate, and everything else is just knowledge you're going to have to pick up along the way.
Gotcha. So you're just a dude with a lot of life experiences. So how long have you been working out, man? Because I see a lot of your posts. I saw you like running the other night, and you're doing like, what is it, curbside push-ups as cars are just driving past.
I
was like, get after it, man.
I didn't really start working out. My dad was a bodybuilder growing up, but I wasn't into working out then. I mean, obviously I played high school sports. But when I was a cop, I actually fell off the, the workout plan. It was more the donut plan. And
Well, I'm on the Kurz plan right now, so
you know what I mean? When the pants from a 32 out of the academy to a 5 is when I realized that, okay, I got to do something. I had a friend of mine that was a personal trainer, and I just got with him. He was using some products, and that's what got it started. Like the 2013 is when I really jumped into fitness heavy to change for myself.
Okay.
So it was now 7 years now. 7 years working out.
Yeah, it's wild how much, right? So where did you start? Like, what was your weight? How much did you weigh? What did you do? Did you actually research, or did you just walk into the gym and say pick up things?
So it was more like boot camp.
Okay.
It was more like a boot camp because he was running a boot camp at the time. I started at 194. My first month doing the boot camps, I lost like 12 pounds, and it was just downhill, or uphill, whatever you want, whatever you would look at, like downhill with the weight, but uphill with the progression.
I get you, man.
And just was able to go from 194 to 155, really leaned out, felt really good. I've never been a gym buff to get underneath a bench and be like, yeah, I can bench press 320. I've never been that guy. So honestly, to this day, I still don't know what my 1 rep max is on the. I just know I like to lift weights. I don't want to be bulky. I like to wipe behind. You know what I'm saying? Like to reach behind my back.
Yeah, I mean, if you get too big, you won't have moves like you have right now. And
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I like my full flexibility that I got now. Any bigger at my size, I'm only 5'7". So any bigger than this would be look a little funny.
You're just thighs and flat traps walking around.
Yeah.
So I like, okay. Yeah, man. So that's cool. With your clients, when they come in, like, are you just kind of like specialized one way? Because before the show, we were talking about the 430 thing. We'll get back to that in a minute. But like, do you do more like group stuff, single, individual?
Well, and here in Houston, I haven't opened up my own fit camp like I did back in Miami. I had my own fit camp.
Okay.
Where I would target people that wanted to, it was mainly more people that wanted to lose weight. For some reason, losing weight is a chick thing, right? Guys have some kind of ego issue with asking another male how they can get in better shape. It's just an ego thing for some reason. For women, they don't care what it is. If you're selling illegal drugs for them to lose weight, they with it. Women are with it. They'll do anything and everything underneath the sun. So we started the fit camp, and it's just geared to help overall nutrition, right? We're here to help as many people as we want live a healthier, active lifestyle. Not so much. I don't try with all my clients. I don't try to cut their life out. I try to help them minimize what they're doing now that's not getting them a result, to help them get a result that they're looking for.
Fair enough. Okay. So you're able to just through life lessons say, hey man, this is what's worked for me. This is what I think will work for you. Let's get this into your schedule.
I ask them what their schedule is, their eating habits, whatever the case may be, and then tell them, do you really think 12 cans of soda a week is going to help you lose 10 pounds?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not. You know what I mean? So let's cut the 12 into maybe like 4 a week. That way you still get your soda fix that you need, but at the same time, it's not 12 cans of it. It's a lot less. It's empty calories you're drinking. So just trying to help them understand where
calories.
Where calories comes in, yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my sister to cut out Coca-Cola for the years. We're from Atlanta, so I mean we're born and raised on Coca-Cola, but she's drinking like 12 a day, man. I'm like, come on, girl. Just watching her kill herself, but
it's a nasty, believe it or not, it's a nasty habit. People don't realize how nasty. But I tell people all the time, YouTube what soda does to a car battery.
Yeah.
Like
YouTube what Coke does to anything.
Just YouTube it and you put that in your system. But no one's perfect. I tell them, I still indulge in a soda every now and then, but I'm not drinking it galore.
Yeah, exactly.
So to get people to understand is what we do, is to get people to understand what it is that what they can do. Because a lot of people think, well, I can't just give up soda. I'm not telling you to give it up. I'm just telling you to slow it down.
Yeah, in moderation.
I can't give up fast food. I don't give up fast food. I still eat, the unhealthy meals. I got 2 kids or 3 kids now. You know what I mean? So they love pizzas and burgers and fries and stuff. What am I gonna tell them? No, you can't eat that stuff. That's fattening.
Yeah. Well, that's what my wife does, but my wife's strict with my kids' diets. I'm like, So they love going out with me. It's like, Dad, can we get this? I'm like, yeah, just don't tell Mom. So that's a common phrase in my household. Cool, man. So before the show, your name's Mr. 430, and we kind of talked about it, but let's hit that again. So you started a workout routine at 4:30, and you said it kind of caught fire, right? Like,
Yeah. So it was just it was 4:30 in the morning because like I said, my friend had owned his own gym. So he was like, hey man, you can come by the gym if you want, you and the wife, and work out. So I was like, all right, cool. So we started doing that, and social media, I would post it every morning, me and the wife, 4:30 crew. And people started asking, how do I join this 4:30? How can I join you guys? And then when I was telling my friend of mine, he was like, no problem. Let's see what we can do. Figure out a price range where it was almost like I was paying rent to be at the gym now.
okay.
So it came like a little side hustle. And in less than 2 weeks, I was making literally about $1,200 a month from all the people that were coming in. And it hit. Like I just said, it was crazy to think that people would come in from 4:30 to 5:30 in the morning, and the workouts were geared towards the boot camp style, more calisthenics than anything else. Getting people to understand that if you can't lift your body weight for 200 reps, then
1,200.
Overall, at the end of the day, it would be like 1,200. At the end of the class, you probably do anywhere from 1,100 to 1,200 reps in different exercises.
Woo.
So yeah, it was an intense class. Very fun to do, man. Very to be very energetic and help people. Just feel great about themselves, no matter what time it is that they're working out.
And I want to talk about the timing. So I know the average person is not used to being at a gym at 4:30 in the morning. So what was it like seeing these people just show up from day 1 to like day 30 of doing this 4:30 boot camp, and how much it changed them?
It was actually good because a lot of it was like those professions that don't have time, sort of say, the teachers, the moms, the single moms. That the dads don't want to watch the kids in the afternoon, so they make the time at 4:30 in the morning to come and get their workout in. And then from day 1 to day 30, a lot of them, when they came in day 1, obviously couldn't do 200 squats.
Yeah.
But I would tell them, do as many as you can in the time frame that we have, and then as we keep going, you'll get better and better. And then sure enough, day 30, a lot of them were like, man, this is like exciting, and they were just eager to come to the class.
And it's always been neat to me when you get a group like that works out the same time, kind of routinely, whatever the schedule was. You're like, say, man, I can only make it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You start to get these people together for 30 days working out, and their personalities after like a week, you start to really learn about these people, and like, who's going to be your extra motivator, who's going to be the fussy one who just is being fussy to get motivated. And I love working out with groups like that because the dynamic just takes on its own little life form before they go out into the world for their day, and usually in a better mood at the end of it.
That's for sure. It actually brought me closer to my sister too, because my sister used to join us in the workout. So it was something that she's dealt with her weight, being overweight her whole life, and it was just something for me to a different type of bonding. We've always bonded our whole life, but that was just another way for us to get together every morning and just work out. At that point, I wasn't her brother. I was just her coach training her in the morning.
That would drive me and my sister further apart if I told her to work out. So I'd be like, all right, come on, do 1 push-up, and then we would just be throwing hands. She doesn't want to catch the smoke though, so it won't happen. So if she's listening, I love you, Darce. Please don't hit me. So cool, man. So Houston, you're not doing a group thing yet. You just kind of got personal training right now, or you just bad lighting. There we go.
Not more about it. So I started working at LA Fitness though. Right after I got out of Best Buy, I worked at LA Fitness for a little bit, and I got away from it because I didn't like the atmosphere of how personal training is done in a corporate setting.
Okay.
So to speak. In the corporate setting, I just didn't like it. For me, it was way overpriced for the amount of work that you're getting. You're talking anywhere from over $200 a month for just 4 times a month.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't think anybody can get any kind of result going to the gym 4 times a month for 30 minutes.
I agree. I mean, it's good to get your heart elevated, but yeah, if you're trying to make actual improvements, 4 times a month is nowhere near it.
To each his own, from my experience, like you said, my life experience, I've never seen anybody do that, but everybody's body is different. So coming to Houston, A rocky start, I would say. Like we jumped out here, we got out here, we got on our feet, not too fast, but not too slow at the same time. But it's been the business has been growing during COVID. Believe it or not, our fitness business has been growing throughout COVID. Instead of a decline, we've actually been inclining, gaining more clients.
Yeah, that's something we can talk about in a second.
Since I've been here, we've gained about a good 35 clients.
Okay. And how long have you been there now?
3 years. We've been
3
here
years.
3 years.
Okay, yeah. You said that because just 2017, then 2018, you were bored, joined the army. We're still, I'm bored. Let's join the army. Yeah. So that is something interesting I've noticed about COVID. So my kids are getting bigger and they ride bikes like 5 miles plus a day. I used to do triathlons. I got a bad injury last April. Another story for another day. But so yeah, my kids, I have like one race bike. I have 5 kids, by the way, bro.
All right, cool. I only have 3. I'm not catching up to you either.
It's all right. Yeah. No, man. Listen, my fifth showed up after the snip. So, but anyways, so my kids, they go out and like they ride bikes every day. And I always tell my children, if you find something, especially something athletic or musical that you're into, I will support it to the best of my ability. So they've been riding bikes 5+ miles a day. 3 of them are on like Walmart special single speeds. And they're all like, Dad, we really, during COVID, like we would really like to get some decent bikes. So my wife's like, heck yeah, let's go buy them bikes. Man, COVID has got everything sold out of bikes. And that kind of let me down. Yeah, like bikes you can't get a hold of. You can't get a hold of dumbbells. So it is nice that COVID, by the way, I'm on quarantine right now for COVID. So we, yeah, I'm on day 5, I think. But anyways, yeah, but I'm clean. I'm negative. I got to go get retested tomorrow. But I think it's neat that COVID has brought the world to such a screeching halt that I'm sure people binge watch television, binge played video games, and now we're getting back to being outdoors people. Camping is up, hiking is up. Like 68% of the population is spending more time discovering their local communities, going out to parks again. And most of them are like, yeah, we're going to keep doing this after COVID ends. It's a whole new world.
Yeah. No, you're right.
It's crazy to me. And I'm glad to see people are finally getting fit. And I'm glad it's brought you more business. That's a good thing, man. Get people working out again.
Like definitely before COVID, I would run in my neighborhood. There's a park by my neighborhood. And I mean, it was like a ghost town when I would run. It would be, your people that are in shape would be running, you know what I'm saying? The runners, you would see, who a runner is when you see him running, you're like, okay, that guy runs.
Yeah,
like, you can tell by the outfit, that guy runs, or that girl runs. And now, because of COVID, these last few months, I mean, there's no space to run. Everybody's there with their dogs and kids and bikes, and it's like, where the hell did all y'all come from all of a sudden? Like, sometimes I'd be like, man, y'all go back home, man. Like, let me see the clear path. Like,
that's why you got to run at 4:30.
It's more of an obstacle course now to go running at a park than straight running, which is good though. Like you said, I mean, people are starting to get out because these kids now these days, they don't know what outside looks like. All they know is a Nintendo or a PS station, whatever it may be.
Yep. Yeah, man, and it's just wild to me. But so then, yeah, you're talking about runners, and I think it's funny. Like you're such an outgoing person. When you're out running, are you like an in the zone running, or are you like a wave at people? Like, what's up?
I wave at people.
Yeah.
I wave at people.
Some of the reactions are great, aren't they?
Yeah. Like when they're dying, and it's crazy because people don't say hi to people in public. Right now, especially now that we have masks on and everything, like it's very rare that you see somebody say hi to you. Like the only time people say hi to me is when I'm in uniform. If I'm not in uniform, people don't say hi to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when I'm running and I'm like, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, they're like, good morning. Like they look at you like, what's wrong with that guy? He's so happy to be running.
Yeah. But so speaking of masks, one of my favorite things to do, like, you can kind of tell when somebody's smiling with their eyes. So I'll go out in public and if I look at somebody and I kind of see this squint, I'm like, you have a beautiful smile. And all they can see is the mask. So then they just start cracking up and I'm like, gotcha. All right, thanks. So
yeah.
Oh man. Crazy. So let's talk about how I found you. TikTok boots, my man.
Yeah.
That video of you coming home and just dancing your face off. I loved it. Is that I clearly it had to be something that was planned, but
no, like, believe it or not, the only thing that was planned was me coming through the door.
Okay.
Like the actual dancing itself, like
there's
no choreography to that. That was just me dancing.
Yeah, but so you knew you were gonna walk through the door and that music was gonna hit.
Yeah.
See, and that's fun, dude, bro. I watch that video at least every other day at this point in my life, and I just crack up every time.
It's
But
crazy because that video like legit blew my TikTok from before that video was made, I had like 22,000 followers at the time, and I had like 276,000 likes.
yeah,
That video hit, and I went from that 22 to like 70,000 within less than a month.
yeah,
And now I'm about to reach 100K and almost a million likes. The video went 3.6 million views. That video alone. One of my warrants, I was telling you, one of my warrants told me
yeah.
that, oh no, maybe it wasn't you. I was telling the actual page. I was
Okay.
telling the TikTok boost page. One of the warrant officers that it's in flight school sent me a Snapchat and said, "Bro, you just made TikTok boost Instagram page with your TikTok," and I was like, "Oh, what is it? Tag me in it. I don't know what that is. Tag
Yeah,
me in it." When he showed me, I was like, the page was what's it called? Restricted.
yeah. So you had to ask for permission.
So I had to message him and I was like, "Hey, I heard I made your video. I heard I made your page." And he was like, "Oh yeah, you did." He's like, "You sure enough did." He was like, "Usually we roast people on this page, but your video has gotten the most love out of all of them." I was like, "Well, I appreciate it."
Yeah, dude. It's just, you come in, man, that music hits, and you've got one of those infectious smiles, and you just light up and just kills me. So, guys, if you haven't seen it yet, go to TikTok Boots and find this man's video. I think you have a second one on there now, don't you? Or is it still just the one?
Oh, I don't know if you put another one on there, but I just did another one today.
That
Because
was
I
on your,
love the
yeah.
dude cousin Skeeter. Like I love his videos, so I'll use his music, man. I made another one today. Like my goal is to get a video with him. Like that's like people be telling me you're famous. I'm like, nah, I'm trying to get on that guy's level.
Huh? Yeah, see, I don't have TikTok, so my niece tells me all about it all the time, but I'm not there yet. I'm too old, I guess. But
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it.
yeah, I mean, so having that one video blow up, did it add pressure to you to do more and get better, or are you still just enjoying yourself and whatever happens, happens?
So believe it or not, I before the video even blew up, I've always been the how can I be like the rest of these kids, the Addison Rays, and the other little young guys that are on there. They're all in the hype house. You know what I mean? Like these kids are getting like millions of views on their pages, and I'm trying to figure out how can I blend in into that world.
Yeah.
When I first started TikTok, my wife was like, "I can't believe you got that fucking app," and I was like, "Listen, I dance like a retard on Snapchat anyway. So why not do it? Why not do it for the world to see? Like if the world can see me do this, why not?" And she's like, "All right, I guess if you want to." Um,
She
and
sounds so supportive.
yeah, no. And now she is. Now she's like, "Are you gonna do TikTok today, or are you
Yeah.
gonna do it?"
It's
But
funny how that happens, right?
what I it now, man. Honestly, I did the videos just for me, because I like to dance and stuff like that. But it's literally the duets I get from kids. Like I just got one today from a kid that has some kind of I don't want to say I don't want to use the wrong word.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? But how he's
A
challenged.
challenge, yeah.
He's challenged in some way, and he literally made a video and tagged me in and was like, "Thank you for the dance moves." You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that that just makes it all much better. That I don't care if I don't get paid from TikTok. I don't need to get paid. That right there is payment enough, knowing that I made a kid smile or I make some kid's day because of the dance moves that I got in uniform.
Just sharing the love, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day, man. You gotta be nice to your fellow man. And I know, so you talking about like you love to dance. So I annoy my sister every morning on the drive to work. I send her just videos of me singing terribly. And I think I was singing Piano Man the other day, and like one bar into it, I sneezed and just screamed COVID. And she showed it to my niece, and my niece thought it was so funny. She put it on her TikTok, and I was very fussy because I'm in my uniform, and I'm like, no. So I am on the TikTok video somewhere, somehow. Whatever. It's so be it.
So be it.
Yeah. But man, TikTok, that's crazy. So where do you want to go with this personal training stuff? Do you want to, or this wellness coach? Do you want to get certified someday? Do you want to start your own gym someday? What is the end goal with this for you, or is this just a forever hobby because you enjoy it so much?
A little bit of both. Me and my wife one day we do want to open up a gym / nutrition club, where people can actually come like we did in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Get that boot camp setting. Not so much of the gym where you're afraid to come in and you don't want to lift weights because you're afraid you're gonna look like, for women, they're afraid they're gonna look like a man if they lift weights. So more of that boot camp setting for those moms that like the cardio, like the music, but at the same time want to watch their weight, at the same time want to have a healthy smoothie when they're done with their workout. Somewhere where you can bring your kids, like a full family center, not just some gym where you can't bring your kids, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't. Every gym has some kind of restriction, and we want to build something because we have kids. So if I can't go to a gym that doesn't take care of my kids, then obviously I can't go to your gym. Like I need somewhere where I can bring my kids as well.
And that's something I've always, you're talking about bringing your kids. My kids, let's see, my youngest is 6, my oldest is 17. I mean, I have one that's almost 13. I think 13 is like the average age you have to be to go into an actual cardio or weight room.
Yeah.
It destroys my kids because they don't want to go in and try to get yoked, but they see me and my wife both lifting and they're like, well, that's what our parents do. That's what we want to do. So I feel you on that.
My kid, my daughter YouTube's home workout videos, and she'll be here in the living room and she's working out and pushing her mom, letting her know, hey, let's do this leg workout today. So they definitely do, you know what I mean? So whatever habits you have, your kids will pick up in some way or form or fashion.
Yeah, my kids go outside and just chop wood. We're on that Russian plan. I got some old spare tires off a Humvee from the motor pool. They go out and flip tires. Like,
see, that's what I would on. That's what I can't wait for, the flip tires and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. My kids, they love it. So cool, man. I'm kind of running out of steam right now. That's a shame. That's a problem not knowing who I'm talking to anymore. So where do you want to stay in Houston? Are you happy settled there, or are you thinking you want to try to go somewhere else and start something eventually?
No, we like Houston, man. Houston's been really good to us. We're actually looking into buying a house here before I get deployed. I'm scheduled to get deployed next year. So
that will happen in the military.
Yeah, so I'm definitely trying to get the house situated for the wife and the kids, so that way they can be completely stable before I head out in theater. But for the most part, Houston is going to be our home for record now.
Is it first deployment, second deployment?
First deployment.
Okay. Those are always interesting. I mean, every deployment has its own things, but first ones are always very interesting with the family. But man, and then I'm just thinking, I don't know where you're going, but I'm sure it's everywhere in the world has cell service nowadays. So you'll be able to make awesome TikTok videos while deployed.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's funny. My wife said the same thing. She's like, if you go overseas, how are you going to? I was like, listen, man, there's cellular service somewhere. I'm making videos wherever I'm at.
You're going to be popping out of a Humvee like a Jack in the Box and just dancing yourself down the hood.
That's for sure. There's a will, there's a way, and I'm gonna find it. That's for sure.
No, listen, man, it's not. So I've been in 16 years. It's not like it was back in the early 2000s when you had to wait 30 minutes for a 15-minute phone call that you knew was going to get cut off in 3 minutes. Everywhere I've been, especially with T-Mobile, I can make phone calls around the world.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm coming to the end of my time, and thank goodness, because this thing is not what it used to be. But all right, and then I know you sell a product. What is it? I see. I have it pulled up here on my screen. Your nutrition product that you're a part of. What is that?
So the product is called Herbalife. The product has been around since 1980. It's the number one nutritional product in the world. It's been the number one nutritional product since 1980, as far as meal replacement shakes. You won't find it in your local grocery store. You have to get it from an actual person to person. The company did that on purpose because when you buy a product from Walmart, nobody calls you from Walmart to see if you've actually gotten a result from the product. Walmart doesn't care. Walmart just wants you to buy the product, and whether you like it or not, that's not the problem. You spent your money. So the product has helped me, like I was telling you in the past, when I told you earlier, when I got on with my friend, I was weighing 194 pounds at the time. With consistent working out, changing my eating habits, I dropped down to 155. Got really lean. My wife was, she was in the 200s. She dropped down to the 170s after having our second baby. And now even after our third baby, she's down another 30 pounds. So it's been amazing for us for the last 7 years. And
Yeah.
like I said, we have clients all over the country, literally East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Pacific, whatever you want to call it. I even got a client in Australia. The product's in 94 countries. So it's not only in the United States, it's in 94 countries around the world.
Okay. Do you ship to Russia? Because I mean, I have one guy in Russia that listens to this. So
There's actually,
there you go.
The product is in Russia. So
now we got to figure out how to say Herbalife nutrition in Russian.
yeah, however that is.
Yeah, vodka.
The website actually has the country he's in, and he can choose his language.
There you go.
And read it from there.
Look at that. I found it right. Okay, cool. And I'm not very tech savvy, man. And I just found it that quick. So
yeah.
I mean, we even go to Botswana and get this stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're in Botswana, then you are legit. You made it in my book.
South Africa. I mean, there's a bunch of countries that it's in.
Okay. It's just a shake, isn't it?
It's more than just shakes. We have more than just meal replacement shakes. They have energy teas. They have men's health, women's health, kids health, heart health, healthy aging. Like there's different categories. It's a cellular nutrition.
Gotcha. That's why there's a picture of tea on the front of the website.
Yeah, it's not just shakes, and it's not a liquid diet. What some people would think would be a liquid diet. It all depends on the person. Like I said, once you get in front of a wellness coach, our job is to figure out what you need and then go from there.
Okay, cool, man. And that's, I mean, I assume you've been doing it for 7 years, so you've got to like it at least enough for you to keep doing it.
Oh, that's for sure. It comes. I mean, the shakes come in 12 different flavors. Tea comes in like 5 different flavors. There's more than one way to skin a cat when it comes to the company. So, I mean, I can't complain. I love it.
Yeah, I get you, man. That's cool. So, all right. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else, man. Thanks for being with me.
I mean, I appreciate the love, man, and you reaching out.
Bro,
this is actually my first podcast. Like, I've never done a podcast in my life, so this was cool.
And they get so much easier, and you're my first stranger, and you're so energetic that I'm glad that you were my first stranger. And I've been taking notes this whole time too, which is good for me. Right now, let's see. So you have an Instagram, which is at @fitman_7.
Yeah,
you have a TikTok. Is it the same name or?
No, the TikTok name is it's Mr. 430.
TikTok's Mr. 430. I'll have to figure out how to put that thing in there. Do you have anywhere else that people can find you on social media?
Snapchat is the same thing. It's Mr. 430.
There you go. It's Mr. 430. Ooh, getting fancy there. Cool. All right. So guys, check him out. Carlos Ramos, wellness coach, phenomenal dancer, great human being, super energetic. Instagram's at @fitman_7. TikTok, Mr. 430. Snapchat, it's Mr. 430. I will have all of these in the links below. Carlos, do you have anything you want to say to anybody? Any shout outs? Anything you want to do at this time?
I mean, I just want to shout out everybody, man, that's liked or do any of my videos. I appreciate you for having me on, my man. This has really been a blessing, and I'm just in awe right now how one TikTok video has changed my life completely, man. It's crazy.
You got strangers around the world reaching out trying to do podcasts with you at this point.
It's crazy. I love it. That's why I love TikTok, man. TikTok is just an app that just connects people, man. And look how I've been able to connect with you just because of a dance video.
Yeah. So I guess I will have to download a TikTok now because of you, my man. And I'm not going to put much on there.
My TikTok name is it's Mr. 430 as well.
Okay. It's Mr. 430. There you go.
But once again, man, I really appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and bro, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. Those of you who are listening, we appreciate you guys listening. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. This has been Enter the Scottyverse interview. Have a great day, everybody.